Hi, welcome to another video. 2 in 2 days it looks like, which has not been seen by me since lockdown 1. Yeah, so today's Wednesday. Last filmed on Monday but only posted it yesterday. So go check that out if you haven't. That has like a mini catch up and just all what sold. Yeah, today I wouldn't have done this, but yesterday, as the clickbait title suggested, and it's not, maybe like I made over £1,000 in revenue yesterday, which is the first time I've ever done that. Absolutely insane day. I'm feeling very rich, mostly. I'll treat myself to something, I think, with that money. My highest before yesterday was probably about 800, which I think I made back in November, so lockdown 2. Yeah, I don't know if the fact that yesterday was the first day of lockdown 3 had anything to do with it. Maybe. I don't think it would have done because shops were closed in like 75% of the country anyway. But yeah. The main reasons were, number one, you probably saw from the clickbaity thumbnail, I sold a North Face. I'll get into those in a moment. Most of you probably know, but there's a reason behind that. And then I just sold a bunch of bundles to people, really. Not like wholesale bundles. I sold one to someone so far who got the first 10 minutes. So yeah, they'll be first come, first serve, because clearly they are on demand while stock's hard to come by. So do shoot me a message if you're interested in buying any wholesale bundles of graphic print t-shirts, £5 a piece. Shoot me a message on Instagram. But yeah, by bundles I mean people buying sort of full priced items of mine, mini discount. Yeah, so without further ado, I'll get into a grand's worth of clothing. Firstly, this is a Patagonia lightweight puffer jacket. Patagonia, obviously a very classy, high quality brand. Puffer jackets are very good right now, as it's going to be the coldest January in a long while, I hear. Like all January is just going to be absolutely freezing. So puff jackets hopefully should have a life span of January, but I think after that you don't really want them in your storage. So I'm going to have to be careful on what puff jackets I get in from now, I think. But they're selling good for now. Next is this Lacoste polo shirt. I believe it's Roland Garros, which is like the French tennis tournament, the French Open. Yeah, Lacoste is obviously a French brand, so that makes sense. It's just basic polo. I think that's sold for $12.50, something like that. Is on sale from 16. Got that in a charity shop back in summer, probably like £4 or £5. This is really cool. This, I believe someone messaged me to let me know that this is like the crest of like a London boarding school. So this is like the 90s rugby kit of some boarding school. I actually found the home version, I guess, or away, I don't know what the original was. The alternative version of this as well I've got, so it's a bit more blue focused rather than yellow focused. But yeah, these are really cool, even if they're not, one in team. I went for £25. I picked it up from £5 from my supplier. Next, yeah, another rugby shirt. This one's obviously branded this time. Ralph, really nice stripe colourway. This one's gone for £35. Thanks to the brand and the colours. Yeah, I think stripes do well with rugby shirts. Most rugby shirt, polo Ralph Lauren rugby shirts are sold for like 30, because they'll just be like a single block colour with a crest or something. They're just a bit less interesting, I think. So it's got an 8 on the back. But yeah, I went for 35 from £5 from the supplier. Next, this is a bit boring. This sort of thing I don't pick up anymore. I got this early days. Actually, I think the first time I went to my supplier, I was only there for like an hour. And I just wasn't. I didn't know at the time the quality of stuff they had elsewhere, so I just picked this up, thinking, "Oh, I'll just get what I can." It's just this like women's Y2K Adidas sweatshirt. Picked up for £5. I sold it for 15, but it's just not something that excites me, so I wouldn't really pick that up anymore. Next, another one, another sweatshirt. This one's nice though. A nice 90s feeler crew neck, nice rimmed collar, small embroidered logo there. It's gone for 40, thanks to the sort of 90s fit. Yeah, about it from a £5. This True Religion, if you don't know, is like a USA, high quality USA jeans brand, denim brand. This is just a nice spell out t-shirt. That's gone for £30. Yep. I sold one for a long sleeve for 40 before. So True Religion is a brand to pick up if you find it. Very good quality, good prices, quite rare. This, I was really not sure about this one. I picked it up because it was old. It's got that 90s Fruit of the Loom tag. But the print was so faded on it, I just had no idea what it was going to be. I took the gamble because I only paid £3 a t-shirt. And because I couldn't even read what this was just trying to spell out. I finally worked it out. It says excruciating terror, which I then googled to find out it's like a metal band from the 90s. Because I didn't know, I assumed most metal bands that are like high money. I'd assumed, I don't like metal, but I know big rock bands that sell for money. But it's like up for 25 quid, and it's sold in a day actually. So it's off to the US. So maybe it was worth more, but I'm not too fussed because the print is so faded. And yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to, mostly that I was just able to work out what it was. I could only find on eBay and Depop just modern prints of them. So the fact it was 90s, yeah, could have been worth more, but that's fine, profit made. This one is cool. This is a nice 90s Rhode Island, I can assume tourist t-shirt, I don't really know. But it's really cool, it's got this North School graphic. I picked this up for myself actually in a charity shop. Probably around this time last year, but I just don't wear it. Again, this is one that I've just cleared out from my wardrobe. I don't wear it, it was a bit too big, it didn't really suit me too well, yeah. So I stuck it on Depop. It's gone for 20 quid, which is really nice. I probably paid about £5 for it back then. Again, reasons to get Gap. This bad boy sold in a day, raked in about 20 likes in 24 hours, which is very quick. Just this Gap hoodie went for 30. This one's really nice. It's like fully embroidered here, really nice sort of fade to the navy. Really nice chunky thick cotton, very nice. That's gone for 30. Probably could have pushed more on it, to be honest, just because of the thick quality of it, but paid a £5. Next we've got I think like 2014 Chelsea top with Fabregas on the back. Yeah, that's gone for 20. Nothing special, it's not that old, but a name on the back helped. I'll say last. Next, this one's cool. This is like a 90s, I think it's yeah, it's the Chinese Communist, I think it, the CCCP, which is something Chinese Communist Party, which is bizarre. It's really cool. just like a track jacket. The pattern's not too crazy on it, but just the badge makes it really cool. Look at that, mad. So I picked it up for £5, and that's gone for 25. Next, this is nothing special in terms of the pattern. Earl of March, West Sussex, but it is a very early 90s, late 80s Screen Stars tag. Black one is a sign it's quite old. I think they were, I don't remember exactly, but they sort of became white, I think late 80s, early 90s. So if you've got a black one, that means it's a bit older. So this is what I consume as be an 80s sweatshirt, which is really cool. That sold in a bundle to someone. That went for, I want to say 20. Or just say it's 20 or 25. This one is really, really cool, and if it was my size I would have kept it without question. It's this 90s all over print Miami Dolphins sweatshirt. I absolutely love it, but it was just too small for me, which is really sad because it's such a unique piece, especially because it says it's a large. It's just much more of a small. Yeah, absolutely mad. I got this actually from Fox Vintage Wholesale back in probably around May, June, from their sportswear sweatshirt box. This is probably the best thing in it. So with that box, I think you pay something like, back then, £12-13 a piece. I imagine it's gone up because the value of those kind of items have gone up since, but yeah. So that was really cool. I've probably paid about £12, £13 for this. It's gone for 48. Yeah, absolutely beautiful piece. Best thing I think I've got from Fox, but I don't use them anymore, so never will get anything again. Next, this is a Be On The Lookout. I always saw people wearing these. I had no idea how much they were worth. It's Fjällräven backpack. Yeah, these are popular brands to get, and they're famous for their backpacks. But they're sold for £50, which I find absolutely bad. I mean, maybe it's the fact it's that sort of chocolate brown, that's very in colourway right now. But yeah, 50 quid just seems absurd to me for a little backpack, because it's not got any vibrant colours or special details. Must just be good quality or something, I don't know. But yeah, be on the lookout for these Fjällräven backpacks. They're a Swedish brand, I believe. I've got a Fjällräven raincoat as well, that's worth quite a lot. So it's a high-end brand. Yeah, crazy. I picked that up for like probably a £5 as well. I don't know where I got that one actually. Moving on. This next one is a 90s Pearl Jam t-shirt, and again it's probably a case of me underselling a band t-shirt. I do know the value of most, I can research the value of most band t-shirts, but again, there wasn't much on Pearl Jam, and I think I undersold this one just because condition's a bit crap. I know people like thrash looks, but I don't know. I just sell them cheap and they can wear them if they like it thrashed. But yeah, look, so it's really like frayed and discoloured at the top, and then it's got a massive hole under one arm. So I put it up for 15 with that in mind, and it's still sold in about 5 minutes. So maybe I could have got more, I don't know. But hey, this one's really cool. I got this actually from one of my old suppliers, Rag House guy. I can't remember to explain, but yeah, I picked this one up for maybe like 15 quid. knowing that it just looked really cool, but it was Luton Town, which obviously doesn't have a massive fan base, so it was going to be hard to sell. This has sat for like 6 months, but I shot for the moon and went for 75 quid because I thought, because it's not got a big fan base, it's also going to be very rare to find one. So this is a 90s, I think it was 97 Luton Town football shirt, and I love Pony. It's my favourite football brand from the 90s. Probably a bit biased because I'm a West Ham fan and they did the West Ham kits for like half of the 90s, including this bad boy that I got for myself just yesterday. Look at it. Look at it. Beautiful. I love Pony stuff. If you do ever have any West Ham Pony merch, do shoot me a message because I'll probably buy it from you. My collection is very big right now. Yeah, so this is really cool. This sold for 60 in the end because it was on sale from 75. But yeah, very tidy. Next, we've got a big bundle. Someone bought 5 vintage t-shirts from me, I think for a total of 75 quid. First is just this plain 90s Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom, blank. Just like that. Alongside a similar orange one. Then he bought this sort of dead stock 90s Aboriginal Australia print t-shirt. Very cool. I like finding these. I'll find a few of them. This, again, it's just like this 90s graphic print. Not particularly well known. All of these were about £15 to £20 on average. So none of them are particularly crazy. This one's my favourite. This one's really cool. Ivory blue. Sort of Jamaican, Caribbean graphic print from the 90s. Very nice. All 5 of those went for 75 all in. Then next, this was bought alongside the. No, this was bought in a bundle of 2 t-shirts. This one's really cool. Again, this was from my Raghouse guy, so I probably paid £10, maybe a bit more for this one. Back when I had to pay a lot for my t-shirts. Really cool. Like lizard graphic for Calypso beer. I don't know what Calypso beer is, but it's a Mexican beer apparently. Really cool graphics. That went head up for 35, and I think he bought that with a NASCAR tee coming up. So yeah, 35 quid for that. Very good price. Next, this one's really cool. I found another one of these on eBay with an even bigger graphic. I sadly lost the auction because I was tempted to keep it for myself. It's this Mr. Blobby t-shirt. Mr. Blobby, if you weren't in the 90s, is the thing of nightmares. Look at him. Absolutely terrifying. It was a man in like a fully polyester costume. Disgusting. Just Google him. Yeah, really cool. Single stitched. Again, black Screen Stars tag. Screen Stars best. Made in USA. Made in Ireland, actually. Styled in USA, made in Ireland. I don't know the difference between styled and made, but yeah. That went for 30 or 35, I believe. One of my favourite graphic prints I found. This one is just a basic Corona t-shirt, a bit relevant, but Corona tees sold before all of this malarkey happened. Yeah, I went for 15. This one, annoyingly, so he sent me a message saying he wants to cancel this order, which I'm tempted to ignore. Well, not ignore, but I don't know. These days, cancelling orders costs the seller money because you don't get some of the fee refunded. It just makes things annoying to refund because I don't want me to lose money for their mistake purchases. So I'll be like, I'll refund you everything except the fees. So I'll be on them. We'll see what they say. But in the meantime, I did sell this vintage Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt. Really cool, this one. Fully embroidered there and single stitch on the sleeves. And on a 90s through the loom tag. So this one was really cool. It's probably my favourite Hard Rock Cafe find. Yeah, so I went for 25. We'll see if he still wants to cancel it though. This is, I guess it's just like an ocean print graphic. I don't think it's Cape de Verde. I'm not too sure what that means. But it's just a really nice graphic. That went for 25 as well. This one's really nice. This is a 90s Tintin graphic. Everything you see for now pretty much is graphic print t-shirts. Yeah, it's Tintin. Look at that, really nice. And that on the front. This went for 30. Not on any particular tag, but so it is. Single stitched though. No, double stitched. Still, you can tell it's 90s from the neck and things. Yeah, that's cool. That went for 30. This is a bootleg Nike t-shirt. Really nice colourway. Thick, sort of waffle knit kind of thing. That's gone for 20. This I got most of these now from the remaining ones in a bundle actually from a contact. He was selling a bunch of NASCAR tees. I don't buy too many bundles anymore just because I have my main supplier, but when I see someone selling, you know, a really good bundle that's not just filler, like everything in it is like a really good item, even if I have to pay up, I will do it. So I paid, I think, £7 a piece for some lower value items, and then like £15 a piece for the like really good ones. So I've got some NASCAR tees worth like a good 30-40 quid, and then a few lower value graphic prints, graphic NASCARs as well. But if you it came with a few just other graphics. So this was like an all over print NFL t-shirt, really nice. This went for 30, I believe. But yeah, most of these now, except one, I think, were all. Some from Indonesia bought a bundle of 7 t-shirts from me for a total of 200, which is what helped yesterday's number tick up. Yeah, on a lead tag as well, which is cool. So that one was just all of these minus one were £200 put together. So this, yeah, is McDonald's NASCAR, really cool. Drive-through, double-sided print. This one is the one that's not from the bundle. This was bought with the beer t-shirt. Another McDonald's one. This is really nice. Then yeah, all of these are just cool NASCAR graphics. I just blitzed through them. You get the gist. This one's just a single-sided print. Right, the last 2 t-shirts. This is just a plain Nike Essential. It's gone for 15. And then last t-shirt is this embroidered. I don't know what Nurture. I don't know when Nurture is. Tip Top, if there's even a place. I assume it's a place. Weird 90s tag. Yeah, that went for 15 as well. And then last but not least by any means, this is the reason I made £1,000 yesterday. You've probably seen, I expect most people have seen the hype, very similar to the way that Nike sweatshirts boomed in lockdown 1. all it took for this to happen was an influencer to wear it, and everyone's go mad for it. So Kylie Jenner, about 2 weeks ago now, wore a chocolate brown North Face Nutsy puffer jacket, and prices flew. It went from it probably being around worth 150 to them selling suddenly for £600. Chocolate brown puffer jackets, not North Face puffer jackets, which is absurd. Yeah. So I stupidly, actually, on the back of that, I actually had me a chocolate brown North Face gilet, which I had about a day or two after the price explosion, and I wasn't aware of it. And I sold my gilet for about £40. And yeah, I didn't think anything of it. It sold in 10 seconds probably. I didn't even think anything of it. I thought, oh, that's nice. Because I had no reason to think why it wouldn't be worth that, because that's a normal price for a North Face thin woman's size gilet. Little did I find out the next day that I probably could have sold that for about £300. Such is life. I don't think it went to any kind of reseller. I genuinely think it was someone looking for one. So I'm glad that that's the case. I wouldn't want that to have gone to a reseller. Based on their profile, it was someone who genuinely did want one. So that's good at least. But yeah, I found myself a black North Face nuts for £20, which is an incredible price. I paid 20 quid for this last week, and it's gone for 275 a day later. Could have sat on it and got a bit more, but I don't want to. A, I got it really cheap. B, I don't want to sit on it and lose the hype. C, I shouldn't be charging more than that, really. It is what it is. Very good quality. A couple marks, but very minimal. Yeah, so that went for 275 quid. Absolutely ludicrous. I do actually have another one that I found 2 weeks ago, but the zip is completely doesn't work. So I was gonna wait till after lockdown and get it repaired, and so we were. But I feel like the hype will be gone by then, and they might not be worth so much. I may as well just sell it now while the hype is there, and I'll probably get just as much for it now as I would in a month when the zip's fixed. So I'm gonna put that up later this week, I think. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, I don't understand why people flock to those kind of, like, will pay those kind of prices for things. I honestly don't understand it. Yeah, I guess that's the problem with Depop, because often influencers will obviously wear branded, they're paid by brands to wear their products, so they'll go straight to a store and buy it, like their official website, and buy these products. There'll be a fixed fair price, and it will just sell out rather than them jacking up prices, But with Depop, obviously, when an influencer wears like a vintage item that they're not necessarily even being paid for, suddenly it goes to Depop sellers to sell it, and then we control the price, and because we're not limited by being a brand, we can literally set our price at whatever we want. That's why prices just hike, because you can, on Depop you can literally price it as whatever you want. It's not be fair if suddenly a cheap fast fashion brand made Kylie Jenner wear a sweatshirt and then went, we're going to charge you 150 quid for this, and it's absolute cheap shit. They get absolutely slaughtered for it. I think there's an element of that to what Depop sellers should do as well. I'm being slightly hypocritical because I do raise my prices, but I don't ever want to. When these hike prices happen, I don't want to be the person charging absolute maximum. I'll take my money, like it's money to be made there, but I don't think people should be capitalising on it. I don't know. It's a mixed game, especially not the Nike fakes. The Nike fakes I have a pretty problem with, but these, at least with these, you can't just create a fake North Face like that. Like with the Nike sweatshirts, you could just find any vintage blank and an embroidery machine, and then label it on, and people would believe it because they were just all fakes in the first place. Whereas obviously these are an official high quality branded product. So you're not just going to get any old Sally making these fakes and put it on Depop. It does though probably mean that there's now going to be a massive influx of fakes coming in from China and things, which are going to completely saturate the market. So long run for North Face, that will be a big problem. There's already loads of North Face fakes out there, but I can see this having an absolute huge more reason to get more fakes in for people. So that's problematic in itself. But so be it. Not so be it. We can't do anything about it, really, can you? All I can do is encourage people not to knowingly sell fakes or knowingly get in fakes. That's it, really. That's the video. Thanks for watching again. So just many things. If you're interested in wholesale bundles, let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Follow my Instagram, which is Leech Vintage, or Vintage Awards UK. If you haven't seen another video, I now run a Vintage Awards page just to celebrate other sellers and each other and for a bit of bant. There's a few awards. Nominate yourself if you found any cool things this year, or other people if you think they deserve it. That's that. And then like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm on 197 subscribers, so 3 people, just tap that button. That's all I need. And check out my website, which is leechvintage.com. Yes, that's it. Enjoy yourselves. Happy lockdown 3. Do stay safe. Do find ways to. For me, reselling is it's kept me so occupied during lockdowns that I've been so lucky not to struggle with my mental health, just because I've had things to do to distract me from not being able to see my friends or do anything, and have that job reliance that a lot of other people obviously can't have. So yeah, if you're struggling, do reach out to people. Reach out to me if you honestly want to. Happy to have a chat. See you next time.